Ooh, what a day, what a day. Hey everyone, it's Patrick from Oakland Drop. And it's been a very busy day. So we spent the entire day on an excursion. It was the truckless something. I don't know. I can't remember the name of it. The mega truck. Sorry, the mega truck. Where they take you all around the island. And let me tell you, we got deep into Dominican Republic. We went way up top of the mountain. Went to some place where we had lunch. It was pretty much all it was. It was like we were on this huge military van that had been converted to like a passenger thing, but the sides were open. And so it was like an open air vehicle, right? And it rained like off and on all day. So it was bumpy, and but it was cool because I was right on the edge. I had my GoPro, so I recorded a ton of footage that I'm going to turn into like a movie about the real, Dominican Republic, so to speak. And we got a lot of history along the way. We only really got out of the vehicle twice. We got out once at like a bathroom break, and then the second time at the place where we had lunch. And that was it. The whole rest of the time was riding in this huge military vehicle. But it was cool. Because of what it is, they could take you all over the place. So we were like and it was raining, so there was mud everywhere. So we were in like areas where it wasn't even a road. It was just like a little path almost. And up in the mountains and just all over the place. The food was good. Got a chance to eat lunch. It was sort of plantain, rice, beans, chicken, some pasta, which was okay. The rest of it was really good. And it's very good. Run by the same company that does a lot of the excursions in Puerto Plata and Amber Cove that do like zip line and other things like that. So we're at this weird time of the ship right now. Ship time is right at 5 p.m. So the Alchemy Bar is just about to open. I have the camera pointed down at Emerald's Bistro. There's like a few people down there over by the register, like down there, but they're not cooking anything. Ordinarily, this little spot that I got the camera pointed at is like busy where they're cooking stuff, made to order right there off the menus. It's very good. We had breakfast here a couple days ago, and I had the waffle, and Maria had some sort of omelet, something or other that had fries that came with it, and it was very, very good. It's kind of heavy because it's sort of New Orleans French food. So I'm contemplating going back there again for either lunch or dinner, but I don't know yet. We're already on day 4? I can't even keep track anymore. We have 2 more days. Day 5. So day 6 is Grand Turk, Turks and Caicos, and then 7 is Sea Day, and then we're back into Port Canaveral Saturday morning. So, the all aboard time is in a half an hour, so now a lot of people will be coming back onto the ship, so the bars are starting to open up. I think tonight we're going to do dinner at the Seafood Shack, I think is the name of it. It's up on deck 16. It's part of the Lido. So you take forward elevators, and you come up to 16, and then you walk out onto the pool deck. To the right is the Blue Cantina, and then to the left is and the internet's having issues again. Maybe I wonder if that's because everybody's back on the ship. So the Wi-Fi is doing its thing again. So when you come out on deck 16 from the front elevators, forward elevators, you walk into the pool deck. The seafood shack is immediately to your left. And then there's a couple of other things that are next to it on that side of sort of the Lido area. And then on the other side is where Blue Iguana. And Maria's watching from the stateroom. So Maria, you'll get a kick out of this. I mistimed the Alchemy Bar. They don't start serving until 5. So I get down here and there's like a whole bunch of people sitting at the bar. And the bartender, and then this other couple walks up and sits down next to me, and they're like, the bar doesn't open until 5. And so I decided to come over here and just sit down and do the live stream. So I'll get a drink later. So I guess they figure everybody's gonna wait till the last minute to come back on board the ship. So about another 20 minutes. So, busy day. Got a lot of great footage. I was really hoping Emeralds would start firing up so we could see them cooking some food down here. So far, that's. I guess maybe they're getting ready. Well, I texted me through the app. I wasn't looking at the app. Oh, they open at 5. Well, I found that out the hard way. That's every day. Okay. Well, see, now I know. So if you're thinking about coming to the Alchemy Bar, they don't open until 5. Yep. Alchemy Bar opens at 5. By the way, we've been using the texting ability in the app. It's like $5 for the whole cruise, I think, per person. So $10 for both of us. They just come in handy. So, yes, there is a bartender now. As a matter of fact, all the dudes are there. So now the whole thing is all fired up, and I don't know if you can see them, but yeah, they're all over there now. I think the dude from Romania is there, the guy from Colombia is there, the ones that were making all the drinks last night, they're all there. Yep. So tomorrow, Grand Turk, and I don't remember what our excursion is. It's something that ends at the beach. To kind of run together. Skip the thermal sweet, favorite drink. There's so much to do on a cruise. Yeah, so far the Wi-Fi is mostly behaving. It dropped a minute ago, but came back, so it's been in the green ever since. Yep, I see the chefs down there. It's pretty cool to watch them work. The other day they were making one of the crepes, and the one on the far right, the round circular thing, is where they were making it. They were swirling, and that was pretty cool to watch. So. There's nobody down. There's a few people sitting down there sort of having a drink, but nobody down there eating yet. Maybe it's too early for dinner, I guess. So let's see. Yeah, tomorrow, Grand Turk. Oh, when I walked by the center stage, they were doing like last minute rehearsals for the Vegas show that they're doing tonight, and it looked pretty neat. Forgot about that, so we're gonna have to see if we can catch that at some point. I recorded a little bit of video on my phone just to kind of throw in there for when I put the ship tour together, because they do so many different things at center stage. So. This is a pretty neat little area. We're in the French Quarter. So if you look down to deck 6 down there, and we're up on 7, overlooking. Alchemy Bar is straight back there. Pretty big area. And then directly behind me is the Fahrenheit 555 steakhouse, which we had dinner at last night. And Fahrenheit was very good, but it takes a while. Our reservation was 8:30, and by the time we were seated and actually, I guess even eating like the little pre-course deal, it was an hour later, because they were late, getting us seated. And then once we started, it was a full, probably over 2 hour experience. I mean, we basically shut the place down by the time we left, and our reservation was 8:30. So if you're going to go to Fahrenheit, it might take a while. It was really, really, really good, but it's one of those dinner experiences that takes a while. So you have to count on that. But the Alchemy Bar is definitely picking up. Now that everybody's back on the ship, they should be back on the ship. It's all aboard times in 20 minutes. So a lot of them are probably into their stateroom, but they should be back on the ship back. Sail away is at 6, I think, leaving Amber Cove. Maybe dark by then. I don't know how much you'd be able to see from the upper deck of the ship. I'm kind of thinking about going up there and maybe recording video, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'd do that later. If they stay on their time, then they do about a half an hour after everybody's supposed to be on board. Still have nothing going on this way. Hopefully the internet will start to stabilize a little bit. The cruise life. So I've been compiling my list of thoughts for the cruise review video, and I've even got a section for the parts of the ship that are kind of afterthoughts. So once I get back home to Orlando, I'll put that together. Still got to record a little bit of video on Friday to finish off the tour. Still have to cover a couple of places up on deck 17, but mostly for kids, I think. Like the arcade, and there's a little bit on deck 5 that I have to get. I have to get all of deck 6. And there's a weird area down on deck 4 that is for kids that's like Dr. Seuss and something. So I'm going to go down there and check that out and maybe record that just so that I have deck 19 all the way down to deck 4 for the tour. So finish that off on Friday. You'll probably see some of the people over my shoulder coming. That's Fahrenheit 555 behind me. Kind of back that way. It has its own bar. So there are quite a few bars and restaurants on the ship, so you can definitely sort of tell that the focus when they were designing the ship was food and beverage. Let's put it that way. Definitely food and beverage. So, like I said, I've got a list of items on the ship that are kind of like afterthoughts, like buffet, sports track. There's a couple of areas. I don't want to give it away, but it'll be part of my cruise review once I put it together. I can hear drinks being made at Alchemy Bar. They put those metal containers in the glass, to shake it, and they like to really shake the hell out of them. That take the two metal things and clap them together and make a lot of noise to it. Yeah, we've got a few people down at Emerald's. Apparently not enough to order food yet. But I've had a few friends that have reached out that have said and the Wi-Fi is wobbly. Yeah, I've had a few friends that have reached out that have said that they're thinking about, or they're already booked on a cruise on the ship. So I'm trying to think of, like various tips and stuff that could be helpful to them as they start to plan and pack and prepare and so forth. So yeah, this area up here is filling up pretty well. People sitting up here. A lot of people walking through, I guess, like they're heading towards the restaurant back there. But, a few people down here at Emerald's, milling around. And people walking around down on deck 6 down there. Still don't have any kitchen activity going on though. it's just so cool to watch them like make it right there in front of you. Today's excursion was very good, but it's a very interesting look at Dominican Republic and how they live and where they live, and so I have a lot of footage from that, so I'll have to sit down and try to put together something with that once I get home. It was certainly very nice, though. As we were driving around, every time we would pass a group of people, they were, yelling at the bus driver like they knew him, and like they knew him personally, and or the tour guide, or both. And they were waving at us, and it felt a little weird. It felt a little like voyeuristic to, here we are, a big group of American tourists on a big gaudy-looking vehicle driving through the middle of Dominican Republic, all over the place with cameras and phones and stuff, taking pictures and video as we drive through people's neighborhoods. That's what it is. Yeah, speaking of using the app, I just sent Maria a text or a chat message through the Carnival Hub app. So it works well. You can use the app without having to buy the Wi-Fi. So I only have one Wi-Fi, device, and I'm using that for the laptop. But I can still talk to her on the phone through the Hub app. So that's cool. And I can even tell in the Hub app when she's read my message, since she said it was seen 1 minute ago. So it's pretty cool. We did similar on Royal Caribbean once, several cruises ago. We never really felt the sort of need to do it again. We saw it when we opened up like the Carnival app the first time and started to use it like several days ago. And at only $5 for the entire cruise per person. It's like, yeah, I'll pay them $10 to be able to communicate anytime I want from anywhere on the ship. So, pretty cool thing. The Hub app is pretty good. The only thing I ran into was we wanted to buy more. We wanted to get more bottled water for the stateroom, and we couldn't do that through the app. But all we had to do was call room service on the phone in the stateroom, and it worked pretty well. It was super quick and easy to get additional water. And then one other thing is we went to Palm Restaurant the first night of the cruise, and I had the maitre d', because they don't do a reservation deal for your time dining. When you sign up for your time dining, you can pick a restaurant and sort of check in that you want to eat there, and they'll put you in a queue, and then they'll reach out to you and let you know when your table's ready. But it's not a reservation, so you can't just say I want a reservation at such and such. Like the Palm Restaurant, 7:30 every night. You can't do that. The closest you can do is basically just specify your times, the dining option. Maria says it's raining again, so she's back at the balcony stateroom. So doesn't surprise me. But the best you could do is like sign up for your time, and then go into the app, and about like 7:50. If you want 7:30, then 7:15. You go in there and you say, okay, I want to check in for a place. Depending on how busy it is and how backed up the queue is, it'll tell you, it's 10, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever it is. But the other problem with that is you don't get the same wait staff. You sort of get whoever they're going to give you, And we're sort of used to a setup where we can we do Mai Tai dining on Royal Caribbean. So what we do is we make the reservations ahead of time in the Royal Caribbean Cruise Plan. Where we say 7 o'clock, 7:30, whatever, in the main dining room each day of the cruise. And you book it in the cruise planner as if it's an excursion you're paying for, even though it isn't. But it officially, puts you in your system, that you want to do a reservation at a certain time, and then so what we do is the very first night of the cruise, it's kind of a crapshoot a little bit, but the very first night, they'll take you and seat you somewhere, and then whoever you get, that first night, the waiter, waitress, if they're good and you like them, then you can go back to the check-in area at the front of the main dining room and tell them that you want that same station or that same section for the rest of the cruise. And that usually works pretty well. So we've had good luck on Royal Caribbean doing that. But on here, with the your time dining, it doesn't work like that. But I went to the maitre d' and tried to force that situation, and
No, sir.
turns out I'm set up right next to like a whole bunch of people walking right next to me. So the maitre d' goes onto my account in their system and says 7:45, and the 7:45 he puts me down for is like one of the traditional dining times, not the your time. And then on top of that, because he's the maitre d' putting it on, apparently nobody else could take it off. So the second night, I go to try to, in the app, I go to try to do the check-in for like a different restaurant. Cucina del Capitano, I think, right? The second night. And we couldn't do the check-in through the app. We had to physically go to the restaurant and just like do it with them. And, fortunately they didn't have too much of a wait. So, a little piece of advice, if you're trying to manipulate the your time dining to getting the same waiter and assistant waiter, if you're trying to manipulate the your time dining into getting the same assistant waiter and waiter, for the rest of the cruise, you're not really going to be able to do that. Not very easily, not from what I could tell. So. Not too crazy about that, but it's kind of the way they designed it, I guess. Yep, there might be some food activity going on down there. There's a couple people down there now. I don't see the chefs firing up yet, but I see some other activity down there. And we are kind of 5:30, so we're like at the beginning of sort of the dinner time, so.
Yes, you are.
We got green again. The Wi-Fi is up and down. A lot of people will go back to this paradise. I guess actually this is sort of the main flow for deck 7. There are certain elements of this ship that remind me of some elements that remind me of the Ovation of the Seas or the Quantum class, where there's one open air deck like this that looks down onto another one, and then there are other parts that remind me a lot of Virgin Voyages with the restaurants and all of that. No, because when I went over there earlier, I didn't know that they started at 5 until the lady told me, and I just came over here and sat down. So I figured I would just get something later. So nope, so far just water. Unless you want to.
What do you want?
Just a vodka cranberry.
I mean, they have pretty extensive menu. You probably downloaded it last night.
Yeah, I know. Just a vodka cranberry.
Sure.
Yeah. That's my go-to standby.
What you had last night?
No, what I had last night that had a nice kick to it, and I'm not ready for that.
Mojito?
Yeah, that mojito thing was what are they? I forgot what they called it. The revved up.
Yeah.
Something
so is
mojito?
that the one with the thing?
Yeah,
Okay,
they were over there.
Then maybe we do dinner early and get there for that.
Yeah, do that.
Because I don't want to miss it the other night.
What time does it say it starts?
8:30. So
Okay.
when we wrap up here, we go
Yeah.
grab dinner, get a shower, and then because we probably have to be there like a good hour before it starts.
Yep. Well, we'll have one drink and then we'll just cut this. Planning for the night. So the other very nice thing about the Mardi Gras is there's a lot to do. Well, maybe I'm getting a sign from the Wi-Fi gods here. Oh, now we're back to green. If we can stay there. There's a lot to do on the Mardi Gras. There's too much to do. Which, the center stage area, they're doing 3 sort of acrobatic related shows. Tonight, tomorrow night, and the last night. And so the first one of the ones is tonight. It's 8:30. It's some sort of Vegas something or other. And they were over there doing the rehearsals for it earlier, and it looks pretty cool. So they've got these big things on the floor that look like roulette wheels. So yeah, that's going on. So we're probably going to go for another maybe 10-15 minutes. Just kind of sitting here having a drink. They're still not cooking anything down at Emerald's. Although there are some people down there now. So you see some people down there. So there's kind of there's a seating area over to the left, kind of up that way, right? And then there's a seating area back here behind the camera to the right, and then directly under where I'm sitting, there's another seating area. I guess when it gets busy, Emerald's Bistro really gets busy, apparently. So that's why they need all the additional seating. Definitely have to make your restaurant reservations early. You don't do them pre-cruise, and you got to do them like as soon as you get on. So we waited until like day 3, and I was like, oh, maybe we'll do a specialty restaurant. Nothing open. And then we did check last minute. We got lucky with Fahrenheit last night. Probably a sign from the powers that be that it's not a good time to do a live stream right now because all of a sudden the Wi-Fi has become very unstable. It just happens to coincide with everybody back on the ship and, using their phones and stuff. Alchemy Bar is probably very busy at the moment. I see a lot of people coming through. Still no activity down the roads. I was hoping they would cook something by now. people that are eating down there. I'm not sure what the stuff they're eating. I'm not sure where it's prepared because we're watching this little chef area here and nothing going on. A little disappointing. I'm not sure. There is sort of like a thing over here of like food that's already available to eat or something. I'm not sure what that is. With the Alchemy Bar must really be busy. Maria's been gone for several minutes. Just kind of cool to watch them over there at the Alchemy Bar because part of it is them just putting on the show. They're all dressed in like white pharmacy jackets. We were over there yesterday and this lady actually pulled up a recipe on her phone and one of the bartenders like literally was sitting there reading off of her phone. To make the drink. Here the Fahrenheit 555 bar. You can kind of see that one behind me. Yes, pull the camera around and show you that one. So it's back there. So that is the Fahrenheit 555 bar back there. Well, like I said, there are bars and restaurants everywhere. Mardi Gras has no shortage of bars and restaurants. Not sure if Emerald's Bistro is just not open yet for dinner, or just no one's ordering anything. Yep, tonight's main activity is going to be center stage where they're doing the Vegas show. I think I can pull it up here in the app actually. Just finish that. Yeah, if you scroll through the app, there's all kinds of stuff going on. Like right now it is 5:41. So there's actually a comedian right now in the Limelight, which is actually right around the corner from us. Just look at Oh, really?
So
Are they?
he had me sign something that I think it was like $22.95 for the 2 drinks.
Yeah, that's about right.
I didn't get a receipt, like a copy of it. It was like one of those carbonless handwritten
Yeah.
things.
That's all right.
Are you still streaming?
Yeah, I'm still streaming.
Because it doesn't show it on here. Oh wait,
Yeah,
I must have hit.
I'm still streaming. I mean, the Wi-Fi has been having its issues here and there, but yeah, I'm still up.
Man, that food's something. Are they cooking? Because something smells good.
No, I've been sitting here like hoping that they
Oh,
would.
there's food right there.
Yeah, but
Right there.
well, yeah, but I'm talking about like the main chefs on the grill down there.
Yeah.
I've been waiting to see like if they were gonna kick up and do their thing, and so far
I
they
got a
have not.
painkiller.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah. Boy, that place is the happening place, man.
Oh, the Alchemy Bar, and it's early. They just
There's it's more of people our age that kind of hang out there. I noticed, which is kind of cool.
I was just noticing as you walked up, like if you sit here and you scroll through like what's happening right now, there's a comedian in there right now in Limelight at 5:30, which seems a little early. There's improving posture seminar in the fitness center, reservation required. That starts at 6, so 17 minutes. There's at 6:30. There's the Moroccan oil hair workshop in Hipfish. Oh, that must be one of the stores over there, right? Then the World of Effie Jewelry Show at 6:30.
What's the residency?
I haven't gotten there yet. I'm still up around 6:30.
Because that's at center stage.
See, he told me this morning when I talked to him, he told me that a lot of times they do entertainment at center stage before they do the main show.
You know, if you click on it, it actually gives you a description. Contemporary high-energy tribute to some of Las Vegas' best resident music artists of all time. Our center stage band.
Oh, so it is the band.
It says resident music artists with our center stage band.
Oh, okay. So in other words, the band is sort of backing them up. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so
that must lead up to the one we want to see.
yeah, 6:45. The Breitling watch is on board. In case you're interested in buying a watch, that's at the Front Street Watches. The Larimar Mine Exploration. That's another fragrant something or other at Hipfish. Oh, here we go. At the movie theater out there on the Lido deck at 7, they're playing the Dive-In movie Eternals. So if you want to sit out there and watch a movie while you eat. 7 o'clock, free charm bracelet on the Front Street Watches. 7 o'clock, the Punchline Comedy Club. Oh, that's the one that's deck 6 forward. It's having Julie Scoggins. They like their comedians because they have the Limelight that's over here next to Alchemy Bar, and then they have the one on deck 6.
So wait a minute.
Punchline.
Oh. Variety music at backyard band. So they. Oh, okay. Pig and Anchor. That's that corner where the
pig.
stage
Yeah,
is set up.
Yeah, that's the band inside Pig and Anchor. Back
Kind
in
of
that
across
corner.
from where they do the inside buffet if they can't do it
Yeah.
outside.
That was where that band was playing the country music the other night when we were walking around. That's where that was coming from.
The kind of mellow acoustic or violins, whatever, is usually either fortune teller or brass magnolia. Brass magnolia, they do like the electric violins, and then the acoustic they do at fortune teller.
Family Feud Live.
That's the
in the
one
Mardi
that-
Gras Theater.
Oh, well, that's cool. Oh, wait, that's Mardi Gras beer.
Yeah, all the way forward. That's
So that's not.
Jack
I wonder if you have to.
7
Okay.
forward, right outside of the casino.
So that means they that tonight is probably when they start because they were doing the auditions the first couple of months.
Yeah. Now you're into it. Now they know who's going to play. 7:45 comedy tonight. Julie Scoggins. Now the C, she's in the limelight. So she was in the comedy club down on deck 6, and then 7:45 they have her up here on Limelight, right behind Alchemy Bar. Speaking of Brass Magnolia, 7:45 Instrument Grooves with Washboard Joe at the Brass Magnolia, and then 7:45 the Residency at Center Stage. So they basically become the warm-up act for the big Vegas thing that happens later. And then 8 o'clock at the Punchliner here on deck 7. Or no, I'm sorry, that's Punchliner's deck 6 forward. The same guy that was up here at the Limelight at 5:30, Tommy Drake, is down there at 8.
Okay, Seafood Shack is 4 to 10. Are you getting that tonight, or are you getting your guys' burger something?
Now I was going to wait for Friday to do that for lunch.
Oh, so you're doing this for dinner tonight?
Or something in that area. Because I thought you were doing that for dinner. So I'm either going to do that one, or I'll do the Blue Iguana again. Because that Blue Iguana, that bowl was really good. Burrito bowl, Blue Iguana. So yeah, there's so much stuff. Just the what's happening is just, I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but it's loaded up. All kinds of things in here. Oh, as soon as I hold it up to the camera, swirling. What is that? It just dumped out of...
Guy's Burger Joint is 12 to 6. I don't know if that's just today, but you're saying you want to do that for dinner one night?
No, lunch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, lunch. I want to do that for lunch on Friday, the last day. So yeah, there's a huge list of stuff to do in the app. And so it's you go into the what's happening, and it will tell you.
Wow, that bonsai
Teppanyaki. That's the one.
32 per person.
Oh, that's the one that we passed last night that was open.
I don't know, because that one is only open. I thought it was open until midnight. But here it's saying 10:15.
Well, the one last night was definitely open until
no,
midnight.
Bonsai Sushi. That's
Bonsai Sushi. Okay, they're right next to each other.
They are
That's,
right next to
okay.
each other. Yeah, so the Bonsai Sushi is 5 p.m. to 12 a.m. But the Bonsai Sushi, see where it says fees apply? That means it's a la carte pricing.
Yeah.
Whereas if it has a dollar amount per person, then it's that one-time surcharge.
Yeah.
So we're basically eating something that's out on the...
Yeah.
Well, the Lido Marketplace is open starting at 6. We can always see what they have.
Probably the buffet? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the buffet for dinner. So now we're looking at...
Well, we haven't had it for dinner. We only had it for lunch.
Yeah. So if they do like they did yesterday, they'll be dropping the lines and we'll be leaving in about 10 minutes.
Wow. I think all the alcohol was at the bottom.
So, I think we're probably going to sign off and go do stuff. So, tomorrow we'll be back from somewhere. Figure it out tomorrow. Anyway,
See ya.
thanks for watching. And,
You're watching it after the fact?
yeah.
Please
Yep.
give it a like.
Yep. make sure you subscribe so that you get notified whenever we go live. Tomorrow from
Bees
Grand
and
Turk.